to congratulate all the award winners tonight. You all deserve every bit of it. Lisa Burlington and Mary Marshall are going to be taking photographs over there. If you guys didn't know, you can take your family photos. Once you guys get your awards, you can step over there and take pictures with your awards, and then later on, get your crews, family, friends, everybody over there. Immediately following the awards, we'll start with some music. We'll hand it over to our DJ Luke, and we'll do some dancing and socializing. So at this time, I'm going to turn the evening over to our Master of Ceremonies, our MC, Sean Burns.
Good evening, everyone. Wow, what a year. I'm sure all you track champions and rookies of the year are pretty excited about tonight. I will tell you that I've sat in that chair, and I'm more nervous up here than I was out there, that's for sure. A year ago, I hadn't announced my first race, and Greg Clemens decides he's going to go to his maker, and I'm sure he's much happier up there, and I'm sure he's smiling right now. But I got asked to announce at Valley Speedway, and I've been announcing, and next thing you know, I'm emceeing this event. So let's have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate our awards and the victories we had this year, and I'll go ahead and get started. Sorry, I went the wrong spot here. As part of tonight's festivities, we would like to honor individuals for the racing community who have volunteered their time, effort, and support of the racing in the community. Everyone enjoys the benefits of being honored, so let's support and keep everybody's conversations down this evening as we present our awards. Central Auto Racing Boosters was formed in 1952. The purpose is to promote interest in and understanding of the auto racing's support in Missouri and elsewhere among the public. It strives to meet and I got lost there just for a second. See, I told you, first time. At this time, we would like to say a thank you to C.A.R.B and its officers. When I call your names, will you please stand and remain standing? 2024 C.A.R.B officers, Board of Directors, President Shelby Manthe, Vice President Shauna Powell. Where you at, Shauna? All the way in the back. Secretary Cindy Lane, Treasurer Linda Howe, Member Secretary Heather Reber, Sergeant at Arms Jeff Seiler and Bubba Klein, Directors Heather Reber, Sharon Reber, Mary Marshall, Chelsea Blue, Connie Stevenson, and Demi Baker. The 2000 appointed positions for the committee chairs are the award banquet tonight. The wonderful award banquet chairperson was Mary Marshall. Blood bank chairperson Stacy Lane, Chaplain Jeff Seiler, Clyde Ellis, Race on Snake Saturday, Shauna and Myron Powell. Database controller Cindy Lane, Family Matters Shauna Powell, historian Stacy Lane, newsletter Cinda Powell and Stacy Lane. Let's give them a big round of applause. You may be seated. C.A.R.B would love to add your name. Excuse me, guys. There we go. C.A.R.B would like to have your name. I just reached down to get water. C.A.R.B would like to love to add your name. What? Oh, he's working on it? Okay. Hold on a second. We're technical glitch. Let me know when you're ready. Oh, we're pulling out another mic. Yes. Larry Waters.
Larry Waters is on the board.
Oh, and of course, I forgot Larry Waters. Stand up, Larry. Everybody knows Larry. He's half crazy, but we all love him. Sorry about that, guys. Can you hear me better now? All right. C.A.R.B would love to add your name to a list of people next year. If you'd like to volunteer for any of the C.A.R.B events, please let one of the board directors know, and they'd be happy to get you involved. C.A.R.B would like to ask at this time, our lifetime members, please come forward and stand in front of the stage. Lifetime members. A lifetime member can be given to a member in good standings who has given their time, interest, and dedication to service promoting and continuing of C.A.R.B, the Central Racing Boosters. A member in good standing should give a written nomination to the president to be presented to the executive board for voting approval. Upon approval, the executive board and the nominee shall put presents to the membership for a vote. Upon approval by the membership, the lifetime members shall be carried as a paid member on the roster and the same right and responsibilities as a paid member until he or she is deceased. These are some very special people up here in front of us tonight. And we would like to present a very deserving person with a lifetime membership. As your name is called, please join us up on this stage, in front of this stage today. This person has been supportive of the racing community for most of her life. She supported her late husband, who started racing in 1965 and was known for his commitment to the betterment of racing in the Kansas City area until he passed in 1994. Their son would follow in his footsteps and started racing in 1980 and still races as of today. She still works hard to support herself and is always at the racetrack supporting her son and attends most every C.A.R.B member and event. You can also catch her at the casino every once in a while. Most of you know her as Mama Kay. Charlene Carrick, you are our new lifetime member. Another round of applause, guys. Very special people. If you added all the years of racing right here in that group, I'm sure it'd reach a couple thousand.
All right.
We now turn our attention to a special group of people whose effort allows us to fulfill a passion and makes it possible for us to experience racing throughout the season. These hardworking families put their money on the line each and every week so that we can enjoy our sport. For that, we want to wish them a sincere thank you. As I call your name, please come to the stage. I-35 Speedway track owners Mike and Kyle Johnson. Nevada Speedway track owner Jerry Davis. Valley Speedway track owners Dennis and Connie Shroud. Lakeside Speedway track owner Don Mars. And just so everybody knows, I talked to Don. He's not wrecking anybody tonight. It's my joke with Don. Electric City track owner, Jamie and Mike Parker. At this time, if there's any track officials, fire safety crews, push truck operators, or tow truck drivers in attendance, please stand. Let's give them all a big round of applause and thank you. You may be seated. So I'm sure there's some people ready to get started with receiving some awards. Yes, no, maybe so. We want to eat again? Okay. Well, we're going to get started with that. Well, we are going to do a little different this year. We're going to do track awards and some special awards mixed in between those to try to break it up a little bit. So with that being said, let's get to our track awards. Lakeside Speedway's Pure Stock Champion, Ed Knowles. Ed, are you in the house? I didn't see him. Electric City Power Eye Super Stock Champ, and I'm going to butcher this last name, James Nightwanger. Nicewanger. Nevada Speedway's Mini Stock Champion, Carl Ford. Carl in the house? Valley Speedway E-Mod Champion, Brad Hollywood Richardson. Come on up, Brad. Here. What?
President accounted for.
Yeah, president accounted for. All right, let's hear it for Brad, our first attendee. I-35 Speedway's USRA Modified Champion, Tyler Hibner. Tyler's not in the house tonight. On to one of our special awards. Distinguished Service Award, a race driver, owner, a mechanic who has performed the act of service related to the betterment of auto racing. This year's nominees were Chris Waters, Mike and Kyle Johnson, Drake Barker, David Oxford, Kenny Manthes, and Travis Thomas. It takes a lot of time and dedication and hard work and a love to own a racetrack. And the Johnsons are two of the best in the business. They just completed their 17th year of ownership of I-35. In those many years of owning that racetrack, many don't realize that they started out just like others in the racing family. They started with the Chargers and stock car classes, hauling race cars from track, parking in the pits, paying pit passes, and experiencing racing just like every other driver here. In their past 17 years, they have ran a racetrack like a business, which has provided the stability of that racetrack in tumultuous times in racing history. But in addition, they've introduced this track to look to the future of the sport, allowing 18 and under freed in the grandstands and starting a junior sports compact class, which by the way is extremely cool. Allowing young drivers to learn how to race. And taking it a step further, this past year with the North Missouri State University and providing program for young and up-and-coming announcers to serve and learn at their racetrack announcing. This year's Distinguished Service Award goes to Mike and Kyle Johnson. Back on to some track awards. Lakeside Speedway E-Mod Champion Paul Carter. Electric City's Power Eye Midwest Mod Champion, Dustin Dennison. I didn't see Dustin in the house. Nevada Speedway Outlaw 4-cylinder class, Brandon Lear. And Valley Speedway IMCA Mod Light Champion, and let me say this, 4-time IMCA National Champion, Dylan Rafferty. And I'll say this while Dylan walks up, one of the hardest guys to interview in the country. He's so quiet. Back to a special award, Sportsman of the Year, a driver that participates in active competition that shows the skills and devotion to racing, which conducts himself as a sportsman. This year's nominees are Cody Owenberg, Brad Richardson, Austin Charles, and Bobby Owenberg. This person has been seen talking to fellow competitors before and after the races. If you needed a part to fix your car, he was right there with it if he had it. He would give you the shirt off his back. He's not only a sportsman on the track, but he's also off the track. You can also find him giving away hats or cookies from his sponsors in the stands. This year's Sportsman of the Year is Brad Richardson. I-35 USRA B-Mod Champion Chase Moulton. Electric City Power Eye B-Mod Champion Dakota Lowe. Nevada Speedway Pure Stock Champion Chris Diamond. And Valley Speedway's Dirt Demon Champion, Eric Schmidt. I'm going to turn the mic over to President Shelby Manthe.
We got Tim Carrick.
Oh,
One more.
one more. USRA, Lakeside USRA B-Mod champion, Tim Carrick. I moved up and completely skipped him.
I was like, who's this?
All right, Shelby.
All right, so we'll take it from here. Okay, so I kind of have a little bit of a funny before we move on. So in 2020, we were dealing with COVID. C.A.R.B didn't have a banquet, so we decided to just give our champions, most improves, everybody. They got their trophies and plaques. We just delivered to them to the tracks on the next C.A.R.B night. So Sean Burns was in such a hurry to get his car ready that he put his award on the back of his modified and lined up for his heat race. And that award is, well, I don't know if it's still at Valley or not. So I've heard that their award shelf is missing a little piece. So Carol, his wife, and I want to replace this and give him that trophy from 2020.
Put it over here.
All right. All right, and the next award we're going to be giving out is the J.O. Pop Hartman Award. This is any person who performs an act of service for the betterment of auto racing. Those who were nominated were James Bucko, Brad Barlow, Sean Burns, and Randy and Kim Powell. The person that is deserving of this award has taken on a very difficult role. He's really stepped up to help the local racing community, especially this racetrack, after they've suffered just one of many heartbreaks this year. He's been working on his own podcast. He's working with others to spread the word of racing. He's right out of the driver's seat, but he jumped right back into the local racing scene. And he took on a role that is very, very hard shoes to fill. Our community lost Greg Clemens, which was the announcer at Valley Speedway. And we really do all know what hard shoes that is to fill. But Sean, you're doing an amazing job. So I'd like to present you with this award. Back to you.
Well, you know, she sent me the itinerary, and it says right here, I can show you guys, it says Randy and Kim Powell won that award. So I definitely got fooled on there, that's for sure. But thank you very much. I-35 USRA Stock Car Champion, Nick Haynes. Is Nick in the building? Lakeside Speedway Stock Car Champion, Jalen Whittengill. I know this young man's in the house. Electric City Pure Stock Champion, Jimmy Smith. Nevada Speedway Stock Car Champion, Dustin, I'm going to say this wrong, Beasley. Did I get it right? Wow, I got it right. Valley Speedway's USRA B-Mod champion, Austin Charles. Championship crew, Justin Johnson, Booch Rivas, Chris Hale, Winford Baldwin, Andrea, and I'm going to say this one wrong too, Barngover. Sponsors, John Barngover, Gene and Paul Mumford, and RC Engines, Rich Carl. I-35 Pure Stock champion, James Silkweld. Where's my phone? My phone. It's in the car. Go get it. All right, on to our next special award, the Virginia Nelson Achievement Award. This award is presented to a current member of the Central Auto Racing Boosters who has unselfishly given herself and her time and energy to the current and past success of Central Auto Racing Boosters and the sport of auto racing. To receive this in person who is asked nothing in return but sees the future of Central Auto Racing Boosters and the sport of auto racing maintained in the area. Nominees this year were Connie Stevenson and Chelsea Blue. This person is someone who had no clue what racing was 10 years ago, other than her father used to watch NASCAR on Sunday from time to time. She adapted to becoming a racer owner's wife quickly. She has served and still serves on the C.A.R.B board since 2016. She donates her time at most events, all while working a full-time job, being an amazing wife and mother. Now she finds the time to volunteer is a miracle, but she always does, and we're thankful for it. The winner this year of the Virginia Nelson Award is Chelsea Blue. Thank you. Back to some track awards. Nevada Speedway's Vintage Car Champion, Jack Simmons. Jack in the house? Simons. Jack Simons. You'll take it for him? Valley Speedway Pure Stock Champion, and I know he's in the house, Cody Owenberg. Along with champion sponsors Mid-America Pump and Signs by Snail. I-35 Midwest Limited Late Models Champion, Michael King. Michael in the house. Oh, he is in the house. There he comes. Electric City Enduro champion, Blake Davison. And Nevada Speedway Midwest Mod champion, Jordan Beard. Another special award, the Tom Carrick Family Award. This award will be described as any family that through the years has served the racing community and has displayed a devotion and love for auto racing, continued promoting the sport of auto racing through their community service while displaying auto racing as a family sport. In the words of Tom Carrick, racing is family. To qualify for this award, this individual or family must be a Central Auto Racing Boosters member. Would someone from the Carrick family like to come up on stage to present this award? Mama Kay, on her way up here. Nominees this year were the Brad Richardson family, the Stacy Klein family, the Connie Stevenson family, and the Shelby Manthe family. And we'll let Mama Kay get up here. And this year's winner of the Tom Carrick Family Award, the Stacy Klein family. And of course, they're all the way in the back. Bubba's been back there serving drinks all night, along with his wife, Stacy. Let's give it up one more time for the Klein family. Back to some track champion awards. I-35 Speedways E-Mod champion, Brett Holman. Electric City Speedways mini stock champion, Tommy Carter. Tommy not in the house. Nevada Speedway B-Mod Championship, Jerry Morgan. And I-35 Sport Compact Champion, Brad Mick. Also, I-35 Speedway Junior Sport Compact Champion Grant Sheets. Which I think that's the future of our sport right there, guys. I think that is one of the coolest awards. Back to another special award, Linda Luce Community Award. This award is presented to a Central Auto Racing Booster member who has displayed a commitment to the club by volunteering and supporting in various functions throughout the year. This award is given in a huge amount of their lives to the success of the Auto Racing Boosters and regularly attends Central Auto Racing Booster member functions and tackles duties no one else volunteers to complete. And I can assure you this person does that. This award will be nominated by the general membership. The winner will be determined by a majority vote of the board of directors and officers. This year's nominees were Stacy Klein, Cindy Lane, and Sharon Reber. This person does tasks that above and beyond our expectations. They volunteer whenever C.A.R.B needs someone and will tackle any task no one else wants to do. She keeps us organized on the track as we need to the most. She does all this while supporting her husband and son in their racing dreams. She also is an amazing grandmother to her grandchildren. The winner this year of the Linda Luce Award is Cindy Lane. And of course, she'd be all the way in the back because she was one of the girls taking your tickets tonight. Thank you, Cindy. Back to some of our championship awards. I-35 Speedway's Vintage Open Champion, Mike Leftholz. And I'm sure I said that wrong. Close? Was I close? Midwest Wingless Sprint Racing Association champion, Wyatt Burke. Wyatt in the house? He's in Indiana, probably racing.
No, USAC Banquet.
USAC Banquet, that's what it is. Show Me Vintage champion, Mickey Cook. Gotcha. All right, another special award. C.A.R.B's Photographer of the Year Award. This award is presented to a photographer for their consistent contribution to the betterment of and promoting of the circle track racing. It's a member who continues to promote racing in the Kansas City area in a positive and informative way. Nominees this year were John Lee, High Flying Photos, Jamie Backus, Ken Simons, Lisa Burlington, and Todd Boyd. We all watched each week as he worked hard to get better and better week after week. Not only did He'd take photographs. He ran his own business and took another task on, bringing back the weekly program at Valley Speedway. When Valley needed a photographer, he was there and took on the job. This year's Photographer of the Year is Jamie Buckus. And I'll say this, one of the coolest things I seen this year from the tower was Jimmy, I always say Jamie, I don't know why I do that. Jimmy was out for the Heartland Modified Series, and Lisa Burlington, which we all know, great photographer, was over there coaching him and giving him some pointers. It was pretty cool to see that from the tower. Rookie of the Years, which I have to say I was super impressed. We have a whole lot of rookies this year, which is a good thing that as our sport's growing, it was really impressive, especially from Electric City and I-35. Even Nevada had quite a few rookies this year, so pretty cool to see that this year. Rookies must be a first-time driver ever in auto racing with no previous oval track points or money experience, who finished the highest in points over the rookie with minimum of 7 races with the Central Auto Racing Booster tracks. Lakeside Speedway, E-Mod, Rookie of the Year, Brian Daltmeyer. Next up is Electric City Speedway. And if you would, all you guys stay up here on stage. We'd like to get a picture of all of you together. Power I, Super Stock, Shane, and I'm going to butcher this because I want to keep saying Irvin. Power I, Midwest Mod, Jake Martin. Pure Stock, Justin Anderson. Four-cylinder class, Zach Beam. And mini stock class, Charles Baldwin Jr. Nevada Speedway, mini stocks, Carl Floyd. An Outlaw four-cylinder, Crystal Stone. And thank you guys. I know it's a haul for you guys to come up here. Thank you for coming and being a part of the banquet tonight. Valley Speedway, Rookie of the Year in the E-Mod division, Brad Richardson. Won 3 races this year and a track championship. It only gets worse from here, buddy, I promise you. And USRA B-Mod, I call him the young gun, Jackson Simmons. Moving on to I-35 Speedway, USRA B Mods, Richard Moulton. USRA Stock Car, Coda Mori. Pure Stocks, Jake Hoover. Sport Compact, Andrew Robb. And Junior Sport Compact, Emmy Mathers.
He's like,
All right, look at that, guys. We're about halfway through already. This one might pull on the heartstrings. Tom Wilson Tom Wilson Media Person of the Year. This award is presented to a local, regional, or national person. Oh, man, this was going to be a tough one for me, guys. For the betterment of racing, member who continually promotes racing in the Kansas City area in a positive and informational way. The general membership shall nominate and vote for this award. This year, nominees were Mark Morrell, Demi Barker, and Craig Steiner. I had a little malfunction on my iPad, so I had to put it on my phone. I met this award recipient 12 to 13 years ago at his brother's house at a Thanksgiving dinner. His brother told me that he announced at I-70. We just started to get to know each other. And that he did some stuff around racing. Well, wow, was that an understatement. This award recipient has done it all when it comes to promoting racing. He has been active as a motorsports writer for the former Kansas City Star production, All Speed Racing News, and the national production of NASCAR Winston Cup Series, and numerous other racing publications. He has been a radio personality with the national syndication of the NASCAR show, formerly on Sunday nights at KF Radio. Additionally, you may have heard his voice calling races at multiple racetracks, including Lakeside Speedway, I-35 Speedway, I-70 Speedway. He has also announced at Platte City Demolition Derby, right here on these grounds. His voice has been heard on MRM radio, reporting, announcing action in various turns and different racetracks. His Facebook page, which until the day he passed, kept telling us something about racing going on. He would talk about racing with mini Volkswagens at the local racetracks, NASCAR, IndyCar, NHRA, Formula One, High Limit, World of Outlaw, and even would occasionally plug one of Kenny Wallace's funny speeches. It was amazing. Matter of fact, this year I learned that Pitbull is going to be presenting the pre-race at the Daytona 500. Steve Parks once told him that he made the four-cylinder class, the four-cylinder pony stock, sound like the end of the Daytona 500. His love for his sport surpassed his talent. Mark Rurell is a winner of the Tom Middleton Memorial. We lost Mark earlier this year to his battle of cancer. So tonight, his brother, Matt Morrell, will be accepting the reward. Thank you, Matt. Most improved drivers. Most improved driver is a driver other than a rookie who has shown improvement through the point system at his and her track in this last year's performance. Lakeside Speedway, and if you would again, all stay on the stage. Pure Stock. The guy that has battled cancer and even got his first win this year, John Snyder, in the Pure Stock. And it's pretty cool to get your first win at Lakeside, isn't it, John? I got my first one there, too. E-Mod, Zach Boyd. Have I seen Zach? USRA B-Mod, and one of my best friends, Catfish, Jack Richards. And here we thought he was all washed up. He's scared. He can't see it. You're right. I did not know that, but I will tell that to him again. And last but not least, USRA stock car, Devin Stock. Devin here. On to Electric City Speedway. Power Eye Super Stocks, James, one more time. Nicewonger. It looks like it's set. It literally, yeah, Nicewonger. I want to add a T for some reason. Power Eye Midwest Mod, Dakota Dillon, excuse me. Dakota Dillon. Dakota here. Power Eye B Mod, Cole Hamilton. And last but not least, four-cylinder Tommy Carter. Nevada Speedway, mini stock champion, or mini stock, excuse me, most improved driver, Stephen Seeley. Outlaw four-cylinder, most improved, Tim Stone. B-Mod, Jerry Morgan. And super stock, Dustin, one more time, Beasley. That's what I thought I was right. None of those guys here. Valley Speedway, E-Mod, most improved, Race Martin. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. and IMCA Mod Light Ed Griggs. I didn't see Ed up here. All right, moving on to I-35 Speedway, USRA Mod Brad Johnson. USRA, I said B-Mod, I messed up. That was modified, Brad Johnson. USRA B-Mod, Chase Moulton. USRA Stock Car, Chris Mercer. Pure Stock, AJ Sayers. E-Mod Levi Rainey. Midwest Limited Late Model Tom Corbraid. Is it here? Sport Compact Jeremy Sims. Junior Sport Compact, Peyton Haynes. And Vintage Open, Ron Lefholtz. Judd Larson Memorial Award of Kansas City driver residing within 100 miles radius of Kansas City City Hall, who has the highest points in performance at a racetrack other than a local track. This year's drivers were Xavier Doty, Samuel Wagner, and Dakota Earls. Earning his first career Power I War Sprint League champion, Samuel Wagner of Lone Jack, Missouri, would seal the deal in a hard-fought, close contested title clinch this season. With top five performances out of 6 events, the Hammer, Samuel Wagons, would gain his very first Power I Sprint Legal Championship. Tonight's winner of the Judd Larson Memorial, Samuel Wagner. He's not in the house, is he? Is he here? Okay. The Bob Liberty Unsung Hero Award. This award is presented to someone who works behind the scenes at the racetrack to make each racing event success. Nominees for this award will come from the owners of the racetracks of the Central Auto Racing Booster supported tracks. It may be one nominee or several. If an owner nominates 2 or more distinguished individuals, the officers and board directors will vote to determine who receives that award. First up will be I-35. Would you guys like to come up and present your award? The unsung hero are known to work behind the scenes and help ensure the success of local racetracks. So many never see what happens at these events. The unsung hero ensured the finished results will accommodate each and every week by maintaining the transponders used for competition. I-35 recognize Bill Howe for his support in various roles.
I just found out that tonight is Linda and Bill's 50th wedding anniversary.
And tonight is Linda and Bill's 50th wedding anniversary. Nevada Speedway up next. Would you like to come up, and Jerry Davis? And Jerry, would you like to read this? You sure? Yeah. It's pretty heartfelt. That's why I asked. Yeah. Okay. This person plays a huge role in the racing community. He does an amazing job at promoting the races and teching cars at our track. I feel like he is one of the most fair tech officials out there and does whatever he can to help the drivers. He gets them to the track each week. He works with the drivers, not against them. This person always takes the time to help put together, organize, and promote the special memorial race for every year for Tony Goley Memorial event. This is a huge asset to Nevada Speedway, and I don't know where the track would be without him and all his help and knowledge. He has been around races his entire life and has been on both sides of the fence as a business owner and a driver. I have put my trust and faith behind this individual the past couple of seasons for running a business, let alone a racetrack, and still fairly new to my family and I. I know that all he wants is to better the track and see it succeed. I truly can't thank this man enough for all he does. I humbly present the Bob Libby Unsung Hero Award to my friend, Billy Shadrid. On to Valley Speedway. This unsung hero devotes their time to see the daily operations are done. Most people don't realize what it takes to run a racetrack behind the scenes. And sorry, Dennis, I didn't invite you up. This person sees that all the office work has been done daily, orders supplies, food, and beer while making time hoping everyone shows up for work, does their assigned jobs at all events, and prays that everything goes smoothly. This year has been a trying year with our family, and to top it off, discovering that she has her own health issues that she's been battling with. We would like to honor Tanya Shroud for the 2024 Bob Libby Unsung Hero Award. Jamie and Mike, you guys like to come up and present your unsung hero? Okay. Our unsung hero goes to a person that devotes a lot of time, of his time, working behind the scenes. This individual does all the maintenance by fixing all of our equipment, servicing everything, and even if it breaks down, unclogging the, I love this, unclogging the shitter while doing the repairs and putting toilet paper in. He makes sure that the whole facility gets winterized before winter. He will jump in and work on all new projects and all existing ones. He has fixed various equipment that we couldn't have done our racing without. In the meantime, he will remain the old grouchy man, but keeps the facility in order. We want to honor Mike Parker Sr., the Bob Libby Unsung Hero Award. And last but not least, Lakeside Speedway. Don Mars, would you like to come up and present your Unsung Hero Award? This person is one in a million. She is always there helping in any way she can. She is always there when I call or need, with no questions asked. She's a wonderful addition to Lakeside Speedway's family, Amber Colon. We're almost done, guys. There's only a couple more, so we'll get to some drinking and talking here just as soon as possible. Joan and Clyde Ellis Devotion Award. This award is presented at the annual banquet. To qualify for this award, a written nominee must be submitted to the officer and board of directors of Central Auto Racing Boosters. The board of officers will review, and the nominee received a 2/3 majority vote to the group will determine whether the award is presented to this nominee. This award is not intended to be given every year. A person can only win this award one time. To qualify for this award, this person must held or be appointed as an officer or board director, chairman of committee for the Central Auto Racing Boosters for a minimum of 10 years of service. This year we have 2. This young lady deserves this award because of her dedication to this organization. She has been a member for many years and has helped with all events. She has served on the board of directors, hospitality, planning committee. She is at all meetings, even C.A.R.B events. She took on the job of the Kids Club member secretary and now has taken over the C.A.R.B membership secretary over her dad passing away, after her dad passed away, which is not an easy task, but she is doing a wonderful job, and she is a quiet one on the board that never ever speaks. Heather Reber.
Steal mine.
That's all right. Our second recipient of this award exemplifies the spirit of this award through her unwavering dedication to the racing community and her passion to serve the local racers. Mary has gone above and beyond to support local racing. Her tireless work with C.A.R.B as an official officer and a director and at local racing facilities, where she travels and shows her dedication and devotion to local racing. Mary has a significant impact, fostering positive change, and inspires others to do the same. She is an ambassador to our sport. Mary's devoted not only aligns with the legacy of the Joan Ellis Award, but also serves as an inspiration to others. Your second, Mary Marshall. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more very important award we saved for last, the Woman of the Year. This is a private and anonymous award. Our mother is our #1 fan, supports her sons racing and couldn't ask for more. From coming to the track and staying home and watching the animals, she's always there to help. Having a husband and 2 sons being racers, didn't have any choice but to get involved. Vacations didn't happen unless they were close to a racetrack. She even jumped behind the wheel a few times. Just don't mention the dandelions. With that being said, I'm sure she knows at this point who she is. Congratulations to this year's Woman of the Year, and her kids say our champion, the C.A.R.B's 2024 Woman of the Year, Sherry Rafferty. And I will tell you, because I see her boys race all the time, when they get into each other, she's the first one at the flag stand yelling at both of them to quit fighting. It's quite a sight sometimes. That's true too.
I could throw a helmet.
Well, that concludes our awards. Thank you very much, Shelby, and the Central Auto Racing Boosters for allowing me to come do this. It was my honor. I know I was terrible, but hey, it's my first time. So thank you again, Shelby. I appreciate it.
Before everybody gets their last-minute raffle and 50/50 tickets, I would actually like to present Sean Burns with a plaque for being our MC this evening. He thinks he did a terrible job, but I, for one, think he did just all right for us, okay?
Thanks. You're welcome. Do you want to say anything last?
No, we'll give him about 20 minutes.
Supposed to be Charles Baldwin Jr.
Oh,
But whatever you do,
okay, Charles Baldwin Jr. for Electric City. Charles Baldwin.
Jesus.